Do you like his music?
No.
Won't you please be mine? I could be your waifu,
could be your girl, give myself to you and nobody else. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. I will share with you my whole world. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? 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 I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. Give myself to you and nobody else. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. I will share with you my whole world. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? Like a fantasy, live ever after happily, but first, just make me your waifu. I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. Give myself to you and nobody else. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. I will share with you my whole world. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? Please be mine. 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 Please. I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. Give myself to you and nobody else. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine? I could be your waifu, baby. I could be your girl. I will share with you my whole world. I'll be your waifu, baby. Won't you please be mine?
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Hi,
Ah, look at that.
we're back.
We're back with the Elysium Discos. I'm wondering if this will... I mean, it helps, but is it blinding you?
No,
Oh, cool.
no.
Sweet, as long as it's not blinding you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you all are ready. As we continue the quest to... Let me make sure we actually still have our game.
The
Autosave.
quest.
It's been a little while.
March 9th was the last day.
Yeah.
Wow, we ended at 10:35.
Yeah, that was one of the nights that we called it early because I wasn't feeling well or something happened. Something went on that... Oh, we were falling asleep. That's what was going on. It was one of those kind of days.
Yeah, this game is, it's one of those games, like, it's not exactly adrenaline pumping.
I will let you take hold of the mouse, sir.
Ooh.
Lead us in the collection of Man from Hjelmdall books.
Man from Hjelmdall.
Also, I think in the...
Oh, gotta adjust on the titties.
I know, right? It's like the one thing. And it stays so well planted. There you go. Now your wrist will be nice.
Ooh.
I was like, obviously, it's to save my wrist. But I think with the Conan series, it's Helmdall, not Hjelmdall. Like, they gave it more of a Nordic spelling for this, I think, than even Conan did.
I think I like Hjelmdall better.
Same. I like how it uses
Where
the
are
J
you
in there,
going?
kind of like, who knows?
I just wanted the bucket. What are we doing anyway?
We still haven't got the body down.
Oh, we haven't?
No, dude, that body's been hanging there for ages.
And it's 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I think I got when I played it, I got the body down like hours ago. What did we do? What did we do wrong?
I don't know. Access the
Somehow
harbor and
make
ask
it-
for Everett Clare's help. Somehow make it so that the bloated corpse
Oh.
isn't up there anymore.
So is that would you say that's our number one goal is to
Get the body down? Yeah.
All
I
right.
would say so.
I remember what I did now, so we're going to leave this area.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Also, we have a face now because we went and looked in the mirror, and I forgot about that. We're terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're also borderline going crazy. How do I I can't remember how to access the map. Nope, that's our Oh, man,
Those
it's
are our
been a while.
tools. Yup.
Oh, duh, map.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Map information incomplete. Well, that's great.
Well, that's the footprints in the dust. Damaged ledger, ceiling fan.
I don't know what any of this.
Me either. That's weird. Trash
I don't-
container.
Yeah.
Physical instrument, legendary.
All right, so we don't even have a map.
Perfect.
I gotta remember how to get there. I don't even know if we can get there. It's 9 o'clock.
We can do whatever we want to do.
Okay, so I believe we go this way. Why are we carrying a bag? What's in the bag?
I don't remember. Something is definitely in there. Held, right hand, yellow
Oh.
plastic. Oh, hello.
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 I have determined that I shouldn't be left alone for sad step.
Okay,
For
sad
what?
snacks.
Sad snacks?
Yeah, you got the sad snacks, the stress snacks.
Oh,
Also,
gotta have all of this.
Also, you got a house plant.
Oh,
Come on.
dude, they brighten up everything.
Yay. Oh, good.
They what?
Rhodey and I say hello. We are just bad at multitasking. Are y'all playing some Dauntless? Are you hunting?
Hello, Rhodey.
Because that sounds wonderful.
Oh, sleep after 9.
Sleep heals your
I thought
health
it was 10.
and morale.
But we still have to,
Oh, look at this lady in her visor.
we still have to talk to him,
I agree.
Thank you.
I believe, at 10 o'clock. What is this? Is that an ATM? Tear machine. Ooh, we can insert our bottles. We get 10 cents per bottle.
Ooh.
Your bottles clunk into the machine and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Oh, good.
You're 100% sure you got special Hobo Cop money for that tear.
You're gonna have to wait till America's ass is here.
Oh, okay.
At least plus 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Wow. Definitely Hobo Cop money, though.
A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Oh, I don't have my musics.
Oh, that's okay. We can't hear the melancholy pop song anyway.
Really?
Yeah. Not
Can
yet.
you hear anything?
I've got, like, ambient music. You got sound?
What was that?
That was the sound of Static Crowbar subscribing. Hi, Static!
Hi, Static.
Fuck yes! Let's get some bookage up in this hizzy!
Ah,
Hi,
yes,
Static.
the man from Hjelmdall.
Man from Hjelmdall. And the Hjelmdall man.
Static, everybody, I've missed you so much this past quarantine.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
That is a weird way to hold a magazine, my friend.
What's the magazine she's reading? Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously you've got Dwight Schuster there on the front.
I don't know. Frit?
Before we go on, what is this Frit? And
Probably the name of the store.
why is it written with 3 T's? I want to
I
know.
think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Huh.
Wow.
What
mean
magazine are you
this?
reading?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
Ooh.
This
That's
is pop stars. It's got like famous people in it. It's not for sale.
What were you saying before she interrupted you?
that's not even what the cover looks like. Or maybe I'm just really bad at understanding how magazines work.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34.
This speaks to you. Ah, stupid famous people. I approve of this. Very futuristic.
Tap on the girls kissing.
Forget all about all that. What is this fashion police feature? I'm not even interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked about it. I approve of this. Very futuristic. She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile. Let's proceed. I have some questions.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
You're a store clerk.
Also, oh my god, I've had a day. This is exactly what I needed to unwind from the shit-splattered mud wall of a day I've had. Aw, thanks, Static.
I've had a bad day too. This is great. This is very stress relieving.
What you need is get yourself some good Man from Hjelmdall and the Hjelmdall Man.
Man from Hjelmdall. Was that you? Okay. All right.
Might have been me, I don't know. It's like that scene from John Dies at the end. Gets off the phone, he's like, is that me?
Can you tell me of anything about this reality we're in?
Oh.
Can you tell me anything about the dead body? Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of
The whirling in rags. Warehouse? I don't know, maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
I wanna pop her raspberry, sapberry, raspberry, razoberry? No, Static, you were right the first time with her razoberry.
Yeah, she
I wanna
doesn't have a
pop her
butterface or
raspberry.
anything.
Yes?
Frit doesn't have a
Okay.
warehouse, just a little back room here, okay?
Drugs are bad, okay? Can you tell me anything about the dead body? I really need to get it down from that tree, though. I don't know anything. I mean, I know who's it. I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Alright, well, thank you for your help. I'm not wasting any more time here. Time is a ticking here. I like this one, though. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean... what reality? Economic reality, or... Yes, tell me about the economic reality. I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Really?
15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality.
Oh my god. Yeah, she looks at the clock on the wall. That's why I'm working my ass off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. What about the physical reality, then? I don't know, what about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit.
No, I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
As mankind.
in a good place? She rubs her face, thinking, uh-oh. I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know. She shrugs, then folds her magazine back.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09.
Uh-oh.
The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Oh, thank goodness.
What is the revolution?
Jumping into a shower, need to cool off, and de-stinkerize my nasty ass. You do that, Static. You unmuskify yourself.
I love de-stinkerizing myself.
Right?
Oh, this is so
Oh,
great.
when
I'm
ordinary
back in the-
people take over the government and demand democracy, what about the one we had here in Revahall? Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. History, I mean. The Coalition. What's that? Someone told me there's one. Someone told me there is one.
Our government?
Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article. She taps the magazine on the counter.
You are a horrible store clerk.
I won't bother you with this
Ooh, we got
nonsense
some
anymore.
experience.
Ooh, cool. She seems happy to return to her magazine.
All right, let me go.
She sure is. Never mind, no raspberry popping. Didn't realize she was so young. Oh, God! Did I just become Crystalia? Maybe. Delia? Crystalia? I don't know.
Ooh, what's going on over here?
I don't know, but there's a large gathering of people. Looks like a riot.
So we are supposed to go this way, I think.
I hate that, like, in my brain right now, I'm
Ooh,
going,
money.
none of them are social distancing.
Oh, press shift.
Oh, right.
Is that shift? Is the shift the button?
That is shift. It might be alt or control. Hang on. Control, alt.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Wow! This is so timely. The man, yeah, you go for it.
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. I am the law.
I'm going
Stay
home.
frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The
Stay
broad-shouldered
frosty.
alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
Here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
Yes.
I am so
You
tempted.
can handle
Oh, God.
us. A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
My friend, you've got one heck of a lisp.
That sounds great.
You sound like you got a mouthful of grapes.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
I don't think I've chosen any sides
Might be
yet.
time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher ups, but you're essentially still workers.
Essential workers. Got it.
We get
I
it.
don't
You're
trust cops,
essential.
but I can see you understand the right to work. Right to work.
Okay, regardless, I have some questions
Maybe
for
you
you.
should ask them the questions. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit. So do we, scab.
The loitering man hollers in return. I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. He snorts. Wait. Oh, he's the scab leader. Go ahead.
Have fun, he snorts. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You're trying to meet their fat boss? I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here. This is an official matter not to be discussed with outsiders. Right to work! He again shakes his large fist. Oh, so is this the guy with the lisp? Scab
Yes.
leader?
Yeah.
Oh.
Static said if someone starts a riot because Hobo Cop kills someone, I'm out.
It's shameful, cop doing nothing.
Yes.
You should bring backup. Open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. Turbo-tastic!
That's so on point, though. It's turbo-tastic.
I don't know. This really isn't my area of expertise. Sure,
This really
why
isn't
not?
my area of expertise. I'm Hobo Cop.
We're not really Oh.
We're not picking a side just yet, sir. Rhodey requests you make sure the episode is available for later viewing, please. I suppose I can
Aren't
do
they
that.
always available for later viewing?
They're available for like 30 days afterwards if I don't export them.
Okay.
So I guess I can export it for Rhodey's sake.
Pity. He turns around and bellows at the gates. Let us work.
Who are all these strike breakers? Look around.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be youthful, not toys for corporate interest. The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
Ah, steadily graying, you say?
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in this time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Let's just sit down and talk this out. I have a question. The lieutenant looks him in the eye. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do.
Wow. What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. He points to the gates. We'd be in there, working, if the bastard hadn't shut the gates.
Many welcome.
And you are unable to breach the entrance? Okay, I want to discuss something else.
And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gates locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points up the stairs. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny meth punk either. He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean head measurer or whatever he is.
Head measurer? Have you considered storming in?
Huge Themanese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Wow, this thing is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. The man glares at you. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantaged position, and he's trained. I don't know how Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in? Like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
I'm starting to see him as, you remember Boondock Saints 2? The guy that, like, backsassed, wasn't Papa Joe. But he got a salami to the face, and it knocked out a few of his teeth, and he had to wear the headgear.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And like, these guys are fucking us! It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. You can't get in anyway.
No, they will give up eventually, or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge. The man rubs his jaw. A perfect, lightly bearded square wedge.
Wow.
I'm just going to leave now. So, I don't remember any of this.
Excellent.
It says grit. Try hitting shift again. One of those special keys.
Oh, it's tab.
Scab?
Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
What did he just call you? A fag? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
What exactly is a scab?
Did you just call me a... Yeah, I'm Scab, poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist right to work.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. Hobo Cop, to be precise.
I do kind of want to know what a scab is.
Yeah.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much. Actually, I wonder
Beats
where they
me.
are.
Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've
Oh, hey,
explained the
Mrs.
matter,
Hankey,
but
what's
they don't
up?
listen. This lot would be reasonable.
What
and
up,
go
Z? I
home
haven't
if
seen you in the
guy
chat in
wasn't
forever,
grinding them
dude.
up all the time.
Hello. Crap. He shakes his head.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop.
Hi,
donate
Saren.
money."
He chuckles and then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I've come to the Martinet investigating a murder.
Looking for assistance with a dead body situation. Buddy still hanging in the tree? He rubs his chin as if pondering his core beliefs. Aye, that's a rough pickle. I can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. He shrugs.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. He takes a swig and points at the stairs with the flask. The passage grants itself.
That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye, walk right past the measure head and go on in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist. Woof, wow. Thanks, dyslexia. He points to the bridge above the gates. Walk right past him.
Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the harbor through the office. Esta!
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could be measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert him to Seminese supremacist worldview. Convert to his Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, he strokes his mustache.
His moustache.
His moustache, eh? Maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He fixes his eyes on you, evaluating your prowess. He's incredibly strong.
He'll turn you into a pretzel. Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Is that what we named our fists? Did we name our fists Dexter and Sinister?
I guess so. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it.
Sure, the man whistles a jaunty tune, the wind rustling his whiskers.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Worth a shot.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. He flips a coin toward you.
Try to catch it.
Yeah, let's try and catch it.
Ah.
Failed! The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. He rubs the back of his head. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule. Lieutenant Kisaragi picks up the
I
coin
almost had a heart attack.
and hands it to you.
Appreciated.
Ooh, we got $1. Right. Anyway, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean. Not slithering scabs. Murder, huh? This sounds a lot like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved.
Oh no! I'm interested though.
I have no
maybe.
idea what I'm doing.
Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
I like that one.
Of course, Policia. He gives you a sly smile. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice. Alright, we already know what the strike is about.
Oh boy, it's gotten late.
Yeah, so whenever you talk to anybody, that's when
The clock starts running.
yeah. So I am going to talk to this guy.
Oh, the big Seminese guy?
Yeah.
No man matches Measurehead. No one will get past you. Oh, look at this guy.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that?
His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Somebody push her over the edge.
Wow, that's a real original sentence. You come up with that on your own? Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing, size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
Say nothing. Size him up first. Hobo Cop loves to intimidate.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Let's see.
Puff out your chest, still stay nothing.
Yes.
I think I could say I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor.
That works.
That is precise the negligence that has led you to succumb to Unrul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Unrul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Smell your breath. Kim, is it really so bad?
Yes! Yes, please!
It's not, good. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Yes, this is true. I've been busy with work and car plus housework. Then PSO2 came out, and there goes my free time. I explained what's up with the previous message. What's been up with you? By the way, miss you all. It's been too long. It really has, dude. I feel like I haven't seen anyone in ages. Years. Like, it's not a good sign when I start missing the shitty family gatherings.
Yes, Al-Ghul. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
This explains everything. You mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull self.
You're right, I'm a servant of Al Ghul, but I still need that body down from the tree.
I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends. Enough. I need you to take down the dead body or let me in.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Upload Group B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham. Still got it.
Wait, show him the ham?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I am the police, and I need you to comply.
This race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
I'll go with that one.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Upload Group has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
And now it's raining.
Sure is.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
You're right about all this. Now, I need you to help me get this corpse down from the tree. It was your people who put that dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down.
One of these two.
Why not stroke his ego a little? You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get a corpse down from a tree.
With this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other
I'm not
races
begging.
to a great world war.
More like gently
Bring
telling.
your troops to the Seminar Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will
It's been
be
too
lined
long since I've
with
played that
portraits
too.
of
Ah,
armed
Dauntless,
rulers.
yeah.
Your beloved, Bella. Inside, we will start the odes to homosexuality called art, and your microcephalic skull.
This guy's got a lot of issues.
This guy's got a very colorful vocabulary is what he's got.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with punch and catch him off guard.
Oh boy.
No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive, remember? Communicate. Know anything about this mug? Show him the mug. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Knock him out.
Yeah, we don't have very good success on that.
Maybe the mug?
I don't think that's going to get us anywhere, though. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Oh, now he's not going to voice it? Don't be vulgar. White hasn't... white or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma. I feel like he pronounces things so weird.
He does.
Runs much deeper than that. He turns his eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Now's our chance.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
You keep telling yourself that.
I'm sorry, of course. I understand now. Deeper. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It's lax and moronic.
Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Jam, individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs. I have gotten it from disco, actually. It's true, I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel. Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
I have gotten it from disco, actually.
Yes. Offshoots of this, some Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It's a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I am not surprised that you enjoy so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Alright, wonderful. I need to enter the harbor now, or you could take the body down yourself, maybe.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down from the tree. He looks at Button behind him, and the tattoos of his fate on his face move to reveal the smallest of smiles.
Well, we don't have much options here. Suggestion is against it.
Know anything about this mug? He does not so much as glance at the object.
Know anything about it?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean, eh? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures toward the lorryman down the street. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. What? You're right. That's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance.
Go with that one.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? Yeah. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else you got?
It's impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It's covered by the ravages of Al Ghul. From what remains of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. Damn. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clef and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revaholans. Your parents and their parents made the decisions to reproduce while under the influence of Al Ghul. That's the only reason you're here. Too real, man. Too real.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on, unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Kim, what do you think about this? I don't think anything about this. We're wasting our time having this conversation.
Oh, man. That's not good.
Your paedomorphic friend
I
is
refuse
right.
to subscribe to his advanced race theory, though. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, cannot subscribe.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
His gaze wanders over the whirling's roof to the yard. Okay. Well, that didn't go as planned.
Nope.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool. What the fuck?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography. Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. That reminds me of that little clip of Jim Carrey when he's talking about the number 23. He's like, you ever see that guy from CSI Miami? Like, the cop, he's always got to put on his glasses before he says anything. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I before E, except after C. Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. Absolutely, as Hobo Cop. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Ricky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights, action. Thought gained. Some kind of superstar.
Perfect.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you and you along with it in an iconic monochrome solution. A black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on. Well, let's see what that did. Some kind of superstar.
Some kind of superstar.
We've already done these, right?
The volumetric
So-
shit compressor? I'm pretty sure that's done by now. Did we coach physical instrument?
What is that?
Socioeconomics. Temporary research bonus. -2 visual calculus. Looks like reaction. Some kind of superstar.
Where is it? Oh, we can't internalize.
Oh no. Why not?
We don't have any skill points.
Well,
You need skill points to forget and skill points to internalize.
why would we ever bother forgetting? Until we get everything filled, I mean.
Right.
Oh, Measurehead. Oh, Mr. J.
Well, some of these things kind of harm you too, like -1 encyclopedia. So you got to be aware of that too. Like, what are you?
Volumetric shit compressor.
Like this one, -2 to logic.
Still seems unlikely. Well,
We need to learn more about this. I think, like, what best benefits.
oh, I guess a thought cabinet. I don't know that I noticed that before.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Our intelligence is lacking right now.
Sure is. We're dumb as a post. Like a box of rocks.
Bonuses from thoughts. -1 encyclopedia. That's not a bonus.
You know, if my grandmother had wheels, she'd have been a bike.
Oh,
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet. But I don't have the money. Though he finds the situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do. Alright, I guess we'll call it a night. Figure this out tomorrow.
It is raining.
I wonder. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one.
In case of a strike, press button behind guard.
Well, that's not working.
Perfect. Bye-bye for meow. Bye-bye for meow, Mr. Zanke.
Bye.
Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Yeah,
so-
that's the one.
So this is winter.
Wow.
Oh, list all the white checks you can reattempt. That's good to know.
Wow, look
For
at this
shits and
place.
giggles, press shift again. Okay, so that's how you do. I think we've already talked to all these people.
Yeah, I just gotta talk to Sad Boy up here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, about the cock carousel?
So about the money I owe?
Yeah. I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight. Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game. Come on,
Kim
man.
is about to say something. Let him.
Yeah, let him. He adjusts his glasses. I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking and... He stops mid-sentence.
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean, no offense, it's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on, I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it. He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Okay. He turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really don't want to resort to this, the man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
You leave me no choice.
I love your dish gauntlets.
Let me know if you see any bottles laying about.
I will do that. I'll also... Oh, there's his motor carriage. Conveniently placed. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. I have something in here we could sell. Look in the back in the suspect transport enclosure. Reaction speed. Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Ooh, hubcaps. I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. What do you mean confiscated? You said something about a pawn shop? Thanks, I appreciate your help. Take the spinners.
Spinners?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Thanks, I appreciate your help. The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners. Let's go south. About 100 meters.
What is that?
Animal crackers, obviously.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Well, I'm going south.
A bold slogan. Humanox covers the trunk.
Horseback Monument. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Felipe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Felipe II, the opulent, father of Felipe IV, the insane.
Wow, that's a lot of Felipes.
Felipe. Not a good track record of mental health in that family. Fuck. Alright.
Damn.
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago?
That's fair.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly, oblivious to your memory trouble.
He sure does.
Ooh, piece of candy. Foreign car, kept in good condition.
Ah.
Let's continue south. Ooh. Monies.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Pale driver. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and she has a warm smile on her face. Are we winning? We're never winning.
It's the warmth of a winter's night fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter? Some cigarettes and food money? Maybe she's your grandma?
Some Virginia Slims. Grandma?
Wow, that's
Nothing.
creepy.
Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
No, this one is a monster in disguise.
No response. Whatever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Might be deaf.
Wait.
Lieutenant stops before you can
Just a
snap.
distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
I just told you why.
Hit shift again, please, sir. Okay. +1 physical instrument. Well, I think we went wrong south. Still holding shift, yeah?
Yeah. I should say probably so.
Well, that's that. At least we're exploring little by little, you know?
Yes.
Even though he
Keeping our
really
eyes
wants
open
to go
for
to
bottles. Yeah, right. We just gotta not talk to anybody until we get to the pawn shop. That's the secret. Did you get the body down? No. No, we didn't.
bed. No, we're still struggling. My playthrough was much different than this one.
That's because your character probably wasn't dumb as a post.
A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Okay, so I'm going south and I'm not seeing much.
Did you find the plot or the shotgun? No, neither.
Oh, hey, found the pawn shop.
Oh, hey, look at that. Fast cash for faster times. Mostly military wear, you don't say. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. Welcome to the pawn shop. Bust of a woman. The plaque says D. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Knick-knack stand. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in brilliant blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Win her back? Ooh.
Yes, buy something nice. A figurine.
This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamellare armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye. Franconarigan Knights. He looks at the dusty figurines in the dim light. I used to be very serious about these guys.
They're not all blue. These figurines are also wear gold coats and caps complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing
Pétanque.
This is what their loyalists looked like, yes. He inspects the figurine. At first. Then they wisened up and got camouflage.
Which ones? The man peers from his glass box. Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Yes!
Why, what's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say, follow. Oh, that's the Headless Fallen Rider.
The man from Hjelmdall?
The Headless Fallen Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Rebahall sporting a fallen tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. Points at the decapitated figurine.
Can you imagine having to sit in this glass box all day, though?
Right?
Like, don't get me wrong, looks really safe, but I think I'd lose my shit.
I say we buy it.
But we're here to pawn off hubcaps that are
I feel like there's a
here.
reason, though. I feel like there's a reason.
I think he's looking for something. You know what? We got way more than that from turning in bottles. May as well. Did I mention this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Oh, that's you. That's the guy. Bird's Nest Roy.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you, he grins. That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks. You mean to tell me there's some shovel knights in here? Oh, good lord, I've missed a lot. Not a whole lot, Static, to be completely honest with you. We walked across town. We're at a pawn shop now.
We tried to get a very big tattooed man to take
Oh,
down
yeah, the
from
racial supremacist.
Yes.
And the internet is still having the issues, sigh. I have to toy with it.
Okay. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the Royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's meant to give people hope. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me.
I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment.
It's meant to give people hope.
Maybe. He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is. Alright, time to stop wasting time.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
Wow, I should have talked to him first. I got his voice so wrong.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Y'all have a good night. So glad to see you again, DemonX. I'll catch y'all in the VOD. Static Crowbar out with the what are they doing behind the bushes.
Have a good night, Static.
Who are your customers usually? All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it. His attention is drawn one more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is on what?
There's something I'd like to sell. Electrochemistry, challenging 12. Is Roy high, and if yes, then what's he on?
We can try it.
Yeah, might as well.
Ooh.
Nailed it! Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of lights while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard, he's probably on Pyrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. What is it? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me or is it really warm in here? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Or get straight to the point.
Well, getting straight to the point is asking where a man gets the drug these days.
You want to do that?
I mean, we could, but we're here to sell hubcaps.
I know.
We came in here to sell hubcaps to get a place to stay for the night. We've spent a half an hour talking about toy soldiers, bought one of them, and now we're going to ask him where we can buy good drugs.
That's why this game is awesome. It's so easy to get
You know what?
sidetracked.
Get straight to the point.
Get straight to the point.
He takes a step back, studying you.
How would I know? There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something. Like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
It's pretty obvious that you're under the influence, sir.
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of pyrogen before I lost my memory. Chill out, man. I'm a chill cop who just wants some of what you're having. A wink. Oh my god, why? No judgment, just curious.
I've had to take it, since the People's Pile cleanup. He responds carefully.
Yes, Saren. New quest. Find crack den.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
Tell me more about this Emergency Relief Brigade.
Thank you
Must
for
have been
telling
tough.
me.
Radioactive cleanup.
Although, continuing to talk to him does get us experience, so...
Yeah. It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
He hesitates. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths, cancer mostly, and we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's. He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Tell me more about the Emergency Relief Brigade you were part of.
He points at the white triangle on his orange safety jacket. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. He looks at the spiraling light and stops.
The People's Pile, what's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftists built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died, left me this shack and the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there, it's a shithole, I said. People, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far from Faubourg as I can. Still in the same city, but he shrugs. Thank you for telling me. See? +5.
Sweet. He shrugs.
I like theory more than story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Care to share your pyrolidin with me?
Now, there's something I'd like to sell.
Huh.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps. The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump on Mesk Bang, huh? No matter, I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you. The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens his register and counts the cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
I like this guy. Thank you. He takes the cash and turns to you. Here's the 70 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes into his pocket.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Hell yeah.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Both the lieutenant and the pawnbroker turn to you.
I'd like to sell my clothes.
I thought they said I have a fascinating potato of a corpse.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Show him the photo.
I'll check my pockets. Sell him back the figure we just bought? 42 cents? I don't think so.
There's no profit.
What else we got
there.
here? Antique Bell McGrave rifle. Do we need that for anything?
So we don't need this.
Pen with a green ape head on the end.
Pawn?
Yeah.
Shot put ball.
I feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such a beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Broken Bell McGrave from ages past.
Pawn.
It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Yeah, might as well. Oh, goodness, no. The production schedule, filament memory? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, no.
What's that thing next to it? Sandpaper? Oh, postcard. Sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist. The postcard is prepaid.
I would say it's a pawn.
Yeah, pawn it off. Not the dice. Those were fucking
That was
custom
so
made.
sweet.
Those were some custom dice. Lieutenant's handkerchief. One corner is adorned with lace and a tiny embroidered.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Do you know what the tattoos mean? He frowns. Apophatic paths, counter radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness, that's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
I don't have anything to sell at the moment. I gotta go pay a bill. I gotta go see a man about a room.
You might be able to aid our investigation. Does he have any guns? Ooh.
Yeah, because that would be Office of the Citizens Militia. We lost our gun. We lost our dick, too, if you remember. Someone else came here. Oh, that's you.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, shit! It's all coming together.
What? Sold? Lieutenant shifts from 1 feet to the other. Oh, man. Wait.
I sold you my gun? At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. I sold you my gun.
You, with Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad. You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. He hesitates. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revahol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Oh.
He probably has good reason for that. Drop the matter. I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
I want to know more, but like...
We're already embarrassed enough with the lieutenant here.
Fuck it, let's get more embarrassed.
He looks away. You weren't quite yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Oh my god!
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal. Happens to the best of us, I guess.
What?
I really should have killed myself. Maybe still one of these days. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further. Say nothing.
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for?
Happens to the best of us.
15 real? Lieutenant looks from you to Roy and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though.
This has got to be the most... Wow.
There's pity there, too, in case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us, I guess. I love that one.
Happens to the best of us, I guess.
It certainly does, especially in Revelhall. Was the buyer a policeman, too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Oh, good. Right, so let me get this right. The lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans.
Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun.
Which one?
Oh, God. Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sold my gun. He sighs. Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow. We're also keeping our focus on the murder investigation. This mess? He means your mess.
Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Our gun was purchased by Cotton Eye Joe.
A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Care to share your... Oh, no, never mind. Might be able to aid in my investigation.
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. He looks into the swirling lights, then to you. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbor. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day. Well, we got the money. Let's go back and pay the guy. Shelf of boom boxes. Can we spend all of our money on one?
Stand at the tips of your toes to see more. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. Classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
It's not going to be less than $5 or 5 real, I don't think. What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work? I doubt it.
If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Like at a beach party with sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze. Theoretically, can I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time for that right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Okay, Kim, I'll just rock out with Roy then.
Actually, it doesn't have to be a beach. With a boombox like that, I'll bring the party into the streets.
You can play it anywhere you like, and I guess since you are a police officer, no one can arrest you for it. Is the Harmon Waushi W02 made in Vesper, designed in CO. He says, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It'll set you back 12 real.
Damn it!
But we can play tapes.
Right, but we won't be able to sleep anywhere.
Oh, right.
We
right.
have... Oh, that sucks!
We'll be back.
I mean, we
It's
could
not
sell
going
that. We could
anywhere.
sell that bocce ball, and then afford
I
to
feel
play
like
tapes.
we might need it, though. It kind of warned us not to sell it.
Sawed-off streetlight. A typical Martinet streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly but persistently.
Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. Where did you get this? It was brought to me to be altered.
He leans into the pawnbroker, so the pawnbroker wouldn't hear him. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. He pauses, studying the light, then
How
adds,
much for the street?
You have to admit it's rather
700.
clever what he's done with it. 700 real? A bargain? I
you
mean,
out
to
of
be
your
fair,
mind?
it's a street lamp, and we did just get paid 200 for spinning hubcaps.
There's one just like that on every
What's
corner.
the debt amount? 70. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
The light has undergone 3
no.
transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. He throws you a look of weary patience. Well, there are the costs of removal and rewiring. I say we do it. No. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah, the
The
debt amount is 70 that we owe the guy. Because that's
Yeah.
what Kusaragi gave us. And told us not to spend. And then we almost just dropped all of it on a street light. Or a tape player. Like, at least the street light, we would have dumped all of it. And then some. Like, the tape player is just, like, adding insult to injury.
Okay. So all these we can retry.
Nice.
We'll have to keep that in mind.
Ah, the ice cream maker. I remember that. I remember it well.
Alright,
It's
let's
made
go get some
ice
rest.
cream. And the end.
It's a little late.
Sure is.
Ooh, trash can.
Ooh, fingerless gloves? We gotta put those shits on. Hobo Cop needs fingerless gloves. I don't care what they do. Electrochemistry, what do our current gloves do? I don't give a shit.
Interfacing. Well, we'll just have to keep that in mind. That looks a lot better.
Oh, it does. Oh, it's snowing now.
Do you want to hit shift again? Just what's that?
Ooh. That's where we just were. Yes. Sexy. I know, right? Fingerless gloves are where it's at. I hear a lot of doctors are using them nowadays.
Our Hobo Cop is complete.
Perfect. He really needed them. I remember shopping at Hot Topic a lot for fingerless gloves, because I wanted that hobo look. No cop, just hobo.
Oh, that's right. We have a flashlight for low light areas.
For a second, I thought he like had his legs up on the counter and was reclining like a boss. And then I realized it's a bird. I have your money.
Slam the bills down on the counter. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Yes. Great, thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for the services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance, starting tomorrow. He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make you sure you're not angry with him. He takes out his keychain and fiddles with the mechanism behind the counter. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 2100 tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow, 20 rial per night. He opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. Of course. He takes the money and hands him a keyring. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's go get that much-needed sleep. Guess what is that, an eagle? I think so. It was like a mounted stuffed bird that, like, fell. Also kinky. I have, like, 10 pair of fingerless gloves. Fingerless gloves are where it's at. You should punch a fucking hole in it. Ooh! Slam your fist into the vinyl. Does not produce a hole. Ah, no. Now we just look like an asshole. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. He just really loves our fingerless gloves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at us with our fingerless gloves.
How can you not love fingerless gloves, though? Wait, no adjoining rooms? Why would there be adjoining rooms? Who would want that?
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, you look so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Right then,
This
the
is where we
debrief.
get our cigarettes.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
The light of a cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. You mean this? He flicks the ash. This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy. I'm in favor of hobo fingerless gloves, for the record. Yeah, right? How could you not be?
Keeping the habit within parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Right then,
The debrief.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. The body is still hanging from the tree, which is unfortunate, and there's still much to do at the crime scene.
He is not particularly satisfied with your progress, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged, probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking. Don't worry, Kim, I'll be in much better shape tomorrow. It's all part of the plan, starting from the outside and working back toward the scene of the murder. Sorry I couldn't do more today, I'm just not a very good cop, am I? Say nothing, just look at the city.
Don't worry, Kim, I'll be in much better shape tomorrow. I look forward to that. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, like the newspaper out of Manchester, Everard Clare, much less interview him, so that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a very good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow. Yes, it's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, that's how we roll. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age, and in those heels. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles, suddenly. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
So what are our powers exactly?
The RCM. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revahol Citizen Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 rial for offenses in accordance with the interdepartmental schedule. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than prescribed fine amount. He frowns. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revahol. Okay, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. How can you be sure the RSD will show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
When power calls you, you come, but power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
I see, and if someone resists? As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonish not to abuse the power.
So if I kill someone while on duty,
you have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It's hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Quran and La Delta. The prosecution works off of our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes.
And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government and the moral intern, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. Or perhaps it's better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revahol or the coalition government funded the RCM. Let's say it was the citizens of Revahol. Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. He pulls on his cigarette. You know who they are. They run this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe it?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Rial Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They're DeLoreans. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence, Dolores Dye, 4 centuries ago. Others say they're just technocrats.
What is their symbol? What is the symbolism?
What's the symbolism there? What's the symbology there? Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? He thinks. You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
What do you think of them? The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And, he looks at the city below, it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It's more than that. There's some kind of affection in him. You like the moral intern? Better not to ask.
You like the moral intern? Yes, I did. When I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky, he quotes. They're not all that bad. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe now, he thinks, then changes his mind. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. Do you? The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim, white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there, point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revahall. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? It isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turning into women. Pfft, on second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it.
Jeez. It's like our own society right now.
Yeah, right? Too real.
It really is. Like, we need the police. We don't need the police.
Dear Disco Elysium, how did you know 2020 was coming?
And this one's just like, fucking liberals.
Yeah, basically.
And this one's just like, this is all a joke. And then on second thought, I don't have an opinion.
They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism.
You like that one?
Yeah. We are in what we call the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Then you will adore Martinet. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much. He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the Orphan District are reflected in his glasses, the red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west. As Revahall commutes back to the suburbs, tomorrow is Tuesday, Monday is over. Say nothing, just look into
the night. The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Finally, he pulls on the cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno, it's different inland. In Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. The place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in Jamrock and the Grit?
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We built this city." Sorry, we run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... He shakes his head. But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, this city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Ptolemy Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home. Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Paradisian and Main. The horse neighs, the captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Yeah, hope is better than nothing. Me too, he says quietly. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Wow, 30 experience! Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door.
That was intense.
Right? I feel like we know him a little better now. He's much less like the guy who came to babysit.
Right?
See you in the morning. Hey, a bottle.
I feel like I can... Can I get my...
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other ends in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. I mean, there you go. Nailed it! Got the tie. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What? Item gained, horrific necktie. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. Pull on the light bulb. The lights are on. Ooh. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. Ugh. What a description. Fuck.
Vaporized urine. Yum.
Oh my god, this room's a mess. Where are we sleeping? Oh god, we're hideous. I guess we're sleeping on that couch. Futon. This bed is cold.
The door's on the floor, I think.
Yeah, it is. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Crawl in.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 2100.
Actually, no time to rest yet. We got stuff here.
What? Oh, yeah. We could internalize some
we
things.
Need to find money for rent tomorrow by 2100.
Yep.
Ask around about tattoos. What is the rest of the armor?
Buy fallen pants from Kuno. And track down our gun.
Oh, broken window. We can fix our broken window.
Does it match the gloves? What, the tie? Or the pants? The fallen pants? I hope so.
Oh, the tie.
Oh, the tie?
Where is the tie? Oh, I'm wearing it.
Wow, you just, like, right on with it. Oh, man, we need a fly hat. And some glasses. And a Helder and a Hjelmdall. Also some bullets.
Maybe a shower.
The tie. Styling.
Alright.
Dude,
So
does
we've
that
got
shower
some,
have a radiator in it?
We got some leveling up to do.
We do. Do we want to remain dumb as a post?
Damn, we got 8 points right now.
Yeah, right? Pimp hat? Aw, we need a pimp. Like a big, wide-brimmed, purple pimp hat.
Reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law.
I dig the way that that's phrased. Authority, empathy, volition. Yeah, our intellect is not good.
Our motor X isn't that great either.
Maybe... I think we should put a couple of points into reaction speed.
Well, is there any that we want to improve to uncheck any red checks? Do you know?
Nothing comes to mind, but I don't remember most of our red checks.
You wanna
I know
take
we
a look
upped
at
our
them,
pain
or-
threshold. Yeah, we may as well.
So,
Interfacing, visual calculus, empathy, wall novelty dice maker.
so the white ones are available right now.
Yeah.
Horseback monument.
Physical instrument seems to come up a lot.
Yep.
And legendary heroic
Excuse me.
composure.
So what do you think?
I think composure and physical instrument should get a couple of points at least.
Well, physical instruments at 4, composure's at 3. Is that our only points? Although our experience is going up pretty quick, we only need 5 more for another one.
Yeah. Wait, was that it?
I think so. Yeah, that was it. We can always take it back. Oh, no, we can't take it back. Oh, well. I thought we had more as well, but we're also...
I think it's because it says the total over there.
Yeah.
And we weren't looking at the skill points. We were looking at total, because I think we were in the Inland Empire, which says 8.
Where? Oh, yeah. That's like our top right now.
Yep.
That's okay, though. We're 5 points away from another skill point.
Does dumb as a post keep you from getting beat up? I don't think it does.
No.
I think, if anything, it makes us more likely to be beat up.
All right, now we can go to bed.
Sweet.
We got more composure now. Annette. Renee.
Sweet. You crawl in.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then, sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow. Its synthetic filling is separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Ah, the cock carousel.
The cock
Roll over to
carousel.
the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. photographs. It almost feels like if you imagine skipping to the last 30 minutes of the butterfly effect and just watching that, that's what this guy's life is right now.
We're also very crazy. We talk to things like mailboxes and light switches, and
we do that a lot.
And they talk back to us. We're dumb as a box of rocks.
We had an interest. We went into a bookstore and found The Man from Hjelmdall and The Hjelmdall Man, and we read way too many books.
Man from Hjelmdall. They were great books.
They were delightful books. I would read an entire series of that.
We had custom polyhedral dice made for us.
We have those still on our person.
We do. Yeah.
There was a crazy woman. There was we went to this place and there was a radio. I don't know if you're a ham radio enthusiast at all, but if you were, these people were also ham radio enthusiasts, and they wanted to set up a Dungeons and Dragons, but via radio, and it was the coolest frickin' idea.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more like ravens and radios, right? I really should have thought of something better than ravens, but
that makes
it sounded super cool though.
That makes me want to try something like that,
dude. Right
over the radio.
Once I get my technician license, I'll tell you what. Tell you what, Bobby? So, yeah, and then we found this woman who has just been there making custom dice for years, and she made us a set of custom dice, red and blue, like
and she's
the police.
Still there. And
she's still there.
She was like a ghost or an
yeah, the lady thought that the place was haunted or cursed, and she put up these old symbols of protection to ward, like that dude from Mulan. It's like, this tattoo will protect me from harm.
We had to break in there.
Yeah, which I think we've almost busted a shoulder.
Yeah.
And then there was a weight room, and we were like, what? All right, this is new. And then it was a mess, because in the end of the world, you need dice.
You do.
Absolutely do. Mine are back here.
I wish I had custom polyhedral dice.
Right?
Like custom.
Like somebody made them for you.
We literally said, make us the dice that you think are great for us, and then she made these.
Yeah, let's... we can't get into it yet because we're still talking to
the...
We'll show you the dice before we end.
Yeah. But, so we did all that in one day.
The only thing we didn't do is the one thing we needed to do, which is cut the body down from the tree. There's a punk-ass kid out back of this place that just keeps yelling at us.
Kuno?
Fuck Kuno.
Fucking pig.
I've never wanted to strangle a child so much in my life. Good going, buddy.
So yeah,
I've just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Which one?
You cut yourself down. Will you be a zombie and try to eat yourself? Oh, to be fair, the body that's actually in the tree is not us.
That was just the dream.
That was our future dream.
Yeah.
The body that's in the yard is some tattooed up dude in armor. I want to say I've just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. But also...
one of the funniest parts was when he called the station, and he's like...
Oh my god!
He's like, I don't have my badge. I don't have my gun.
No, at the other end of the station. The other end of the station was basically someone in the background's like, ask him if he lost his dick too.
He's like, no, I'm not going to ask that. And you're like, what are you going to ask? He's like, that whole conversation was hilarious.
What a time. Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell
is going on with me? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
I need to get more of it then? Detecting is my life. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago with me to wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
Were you a military man? Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest. 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without it. Opt out.
Half the town won't be dead. Opt out.
Ooh, no skill point.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Physical instrument? Or intellect?
We need something in intellect.
Logic?
Hmm.
Visual calculus? Maybe reconstruct crime scenes?
Yeah. We'll be like an idiot savant. No logic whatsoever, but we can completely reconstruct crime scenes.
Beautiful. Some kind of superstar.
Some kind of hobo cop. Yes, he is, babe. Some kind of super
so
cop.
how do we get points for this?
I don't know. It's...
Oh. So you could either level up here or
use the
here.
skill point there.
Good to know.
Hmm.
This takes 3 hours and 10 minutes. This takes an hour and 10 minutes. And this doesn't do anything for our visual calculus. That's not good. We'll have to look into these more and see if they're worth it.
Yeah. We should drop ourselves a sweet, sweet save.
Oh, yeah.
Before we forget.
I think this is a good spot to leave off of.
Yeah, the beginning of the second day.
Mm-hmm. Beginning of the second day. All refreshed after a horrifying dream.
Super refreshed after talking to our own corpse hanging from a tree.
Can you do anything with the mirror yet? No, it's still locked. Anywho, can you hit escape?
Escape. Oh, yes. I forgot that I was partially in charge of this. Confirm. What a time. Room service.
Wait. Go to the main title screen while we say goodbye.
Ah, yes.
Main menu.
Hang on, let me
Boop.
Mon menu. Yes.
Oh, it saves. That's good to know.
Sure is.
Wow, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, the artwork is really something else. Are you being recorded on that reel-to-reel? We might be. You ever heard of a show called Unreel to Reel? You could probably find them on Facebook. It was a local access television, or is? I don't know if it's still running. Local access television show, run out of North Central Massachusetts. I knew the guy. I know both the guys that do the show. It's pretty great. Yes, this is gorgeous, right?
It really is.
It looks so good. I'm in Tucson. Yeah, so you wouldn't have seen it unless you browse Facebook a lot and have a thing for local access elsewhere. Not local to you access, that's local access to other places. But Unreal to Real, they discuss like movies that have come out, and it's pretty neat. Unlikely, not a fetish. I don't blame you. It's really not. But thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight.
Yeah, that was great. It's good to see everybody again. It's been so long.
Prince Bubbles bless the reins. Sounds like something I could enjoy. It is pretty good. If I can find any of their videos, I think they post them up on Vimeo. I don't know why they don't use YouTube, but Shrug. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see you again next week for more Disco Elysium. Until then, happy gaming. Hashtag, what are they doing behind the bushes?